Hey, you're listening to the Bench Points podcast. I'm your host, Jax Domagala, co-host, as of course, always looks good with a fresh cut, Zach Schneider.
Thank you. Thank you. Got a lot to talk about.
A lot to talk about. We have been blessed with three game sevens this weekend, not including what happened on Friday night. Um, Now, have they all been great? We're recording this at the end of the Raptors one, but
Yeah.
I think the story of the weekend was through the Celtics Sixers game, Zach.
Yeah.
Late scratch on Tatum. He left the game early on game six.
It was kind of a blowout, so they kind of let him. Um, they didn't really want to risk anything, but yeah, late scratch for sure. Um, yeah, what a choke by the Celtics. There's no other way to put it.
That's some dignified breaking news. I mean, you predicted when Tatum was going to return this year, or I did, I forget.
Whoa,
We're
whoa.
no, we saw the schedule. It was like at Nets, and we're like, okay, then it's going to be ESPN, Cooper Flag coming back into town. That's an obvious return, right?
Yeah.
This is all for him to not be there. I was a little disappointed. I understand. Um, Even him coming back or even playing after this set injury, let's say he played game seven, there's also a scarcity with or a fear um, with re-injuring himself even further deeper. Was this the right move?
To bench him on game 7 or like to sit him?
Yeah.
100%. I mean, it's a calf soreness in that same leg. You don't mess with that. We've seen too many calves turn into much worse things. He already had it. The Achilles last year, under a year ago. Um,
I think it
but
was like
yeah, you
290
gotta
days.
you gotta sit him
290.
and expect to win. Still, you still gotta expect to win. I mean, we can go into it, but that starting lineup was kind of brutal.
I
Um,
texted you that. I was like, whoa, okay, the
I was
Tatum thing,
shocked.
the notification Tatum thing, I was like, okay, wow, he's really not coming back. Um,
Ron Harper played 6 minutes, those first 6 minutes, and then didn't play again.
That's correct. He had one really good wide receiver steal
That was
over
sick.
over the shoulder, which was just great instincts. He was one of the last two-way players that they converted here at the end of the season. He got the start, and Garza played a little bit over close to 9 minutes as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't have started Garza. I wouldn't have started um,
Baylor,
Baylor. You can start.
he's had some good enough games where I'm just like, okay, whatever. They're gonna do their thing. That's fine.
Yeah, you just don't start Ron Harper and Kate or and Garza.
Baylor did also throw up a big zero there as well
Yeah. Oh
in the
yeah.
points category. So he wasn't working for them. I think he went 0 for 7 or something like
Yeah,
that.
he was letting them fly. I mean, we knew the Celtics how their formula works every year. We knew they were going to take enough threes to win by 40 if they made them. Um, but yeah, they choked it. Even without Tatum, they've been a great team all year, so you got to expect to still win that. I think you should have started Pritchard. There's plenty of things. That's
Especially with
three
the
epic.
Tatum thing. Especially with the Tatum thing. I forget how much Simons came off the bench, which I do want to talk about him later. But
Yeah,
an insane first quarter here. I took some notes actually for these all three of these game sevens, not crazy detailed, but what I wrote down because I didn't want to forget, and it's hard to forget, is that delay of game almost instantly
oh
by the
yeah.
Celtics staffer refusing to give the ball up to Embiid. Just
That's
hilarious.
become more popular. I mean, these players are trying to get the ball and push it and grab it and go, and it happens with Jokic a lot.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was a funny thing. A early delay game,
It,
early.
sometimes like those delay of games, if it's happening at the baseline, could easily prevent a fast break or an easy bucket in transition. That one, you really didn't need it. But
Yeah,
maybe he was just trying to show the energy, not don't give the ball up. You see, I told you guys, see what I did there? You see,
yeah.
you players, you need to hold on to it, blah, blah, blah. Zach, the first quarter was strange, and then I just started loving every minute of how lucky we are to see a healthy Embiid sometimes.
Yeah, it was 30-15, I think, in the first quarter at one point.
It was a great
Um,
first quarter.
I mean, he flops. Everyone flops these days, but man, he does flop. Jalen Brown has came out in a live stream since and been like, Joel Embiid's one of the greatest basketball players ever, although he's ruining the game because he flops so much.
Wait, wait, wait,
Um,
wait. I saw Jalen Brown was going live today. Are you talking about today?
I saw a clip.
Oh my God, they've already clipped it, and you've already said scene clip where he could still be live right now while we're recording this.
Very well could be.
This day and age, Zach, people used to get the newspaper the next day.
Yeah, and now we're recording this for you guys to hear tomorrow. I mean, it's all a loop. It's all a loop.
Um, I think there was just some really good defensive switches on the Sixers end, and then just good recovery. Um, I wrote down just straight Drummond minutes. Andre Drummond has obviously declined significantly in his career for where he was, and maybe he was boosted up a little too much with those
Hmm.
All-Star selections in Detroit. He's put on some pounds. He still he still gets down the court faster than an Embiid, by the way, and a couple other than you would expect. For some reason, he puts on the pounds, but he's still able to run pretty well. He hits those corner threes, but he is the biggest dud on defense.
He has one of my favorite all-time clips. It's up there with the Bradley Beal one. When Bradley Beal was like, um, "How many people make it into the league, and you have to guard me? Like I know you can't guard me." He's talking to like his high school team.
His
This is
AAU
Drummond
team.
talking. Drummond talks to his high school team, and he's like, "I used to be the $100 million player. Now I'm a $2.9 million on the end of the bench." But he just gives good veteran. I mean, you need bigs. Bona is very bad. And Embiid, he got his knee rolled a couple times this game,
I
which
think
could be
Maxi
something to watch.
went into him after Jalen Brown pushed him into it. And then a couple plays later, dives for a ball pretty heavily, going all out.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean,
Go ahead.
this Sixers team is it's a weird team, but I really do think I know Embiid's stat line or whatever, but it's Tyrese Maxey's team when it comes down to it. End of the game situation, they were going to him. They were up by one. They needed points, and it was Maxey on a drive, Maxey on a step back. Um, it's his team. He's taking a big leap, a big leap, and um, I'm not super scared of them in terms of like winning a championship, but I mean they got past the Celtics, which they haven't been able to do in recent years. So
I would absolutely not be scared of a team that only can get one guy to score off the bench and not even hit double figures in Quentin Grimes.
yeah,
They,
but like on paper, those top four of Maxey, Embiid, Paul George, and VJ.
I was impressed by Paul George once again. Kelly Oubre's doing his thing as well, but Paul George, when they just need some ISO and he gets to his mid range and he
Yeah,
knocked out some great threes, he's been consistent for the first round. We hope it can keep up. I mean, he had a little bit of a break there, didn't he?
yeah, and he had his birthday, so that gave him a little extra juice.
How old is he?
Um,
36?
I don't know. He's up there. But VJ impressed me as well. Man, he is fearless. He's willing to take the shots, willing to do the dirty work. We obviously knew how athletic he was coming in the league, but he uh he looks like a tier above in terms of athletic wise of the average NBA player. So he can get his own whenever.
Maybe we can see what Concanipo would do against in a series and just compare eventually. Because right now, VJ's got the playoff edge, playing big minutes, athletic, had some good drives, hit the threes more than I expected to,
Yeah,
by
I
the
think
way.
he had five.
Yeah. And I believe that's how he started his career. His first career game was at the Celtics as well.
Yeah.
Played really well. I remember that first week, we're like, holy crap. The
Yeah,
whole time we're just thinking, thank God OKC didn't get this fool.
for real.
So BJ was great. Um, Pretty aggressive and not really shy. Almost, I'm not going to compare him to rookie year Tyler Hero. That's a step too far. But just fearless in that way and ready to take an attempt for at any time. And Maxi Zach consistently hitting big shots all season. I think that's why I put him on my second team before the Cade and Luka thing, and maybe I'd still keep him there.
Hmm.
And I was mightily impressed.
Yeah, me too. And we'll see how they do against the Knicks. It'll be a great Philly Knicks series, and fans will be going crazy. I do have a couple Celtics questions.
Yeah. Let's
Um,
before we get into round two stuff. Let's keep it here for the losing team.
yeah, no, I was just saying it'll be a good
Yep.
series for Missoula. We hot, cold, warm. What's the suit
Um,
feeling like?
there's 100% chance I'm bringing him into the season next year.
I
Lose
agree.
Tatum game seven. Now you might have to talk to him in an exit interview. All his players or even him, like I get it. I'm not really prepared for Embiid. I mean, we're not really worried about Embiid. He's not healthy. We're not game planning for him. Um, okay, well, you
Yeah,
got a game plan for him because this guy, when he is okay, the hardest choice to decide is this guy gonna run me over right in the paint, or is he going to stop on a dime to hit that free throw mid range that I
Bro,
love every single time,
it's
almost fading?
it's wide open. It's
It's
wide
open
open every
every single
time.
time. And especially since he's able to get some passes off there, the centers always have to make that choice. And he
Hmm.
eats. It's exciting.
My second question. My coworker asked if you were to trade Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum, which one would you trade? Which one would you keep?
I'd rather get away Jalen Brown. I feel like that's the first guy to also get sick of the Celtics eventually.
Yeah, that's what
And I imagine
I said
if
too.
anyone who'd want their own team out of those two, it would be Jalen Brown.
Yeah, I even off the Achilles, I'd still pick Tatum to keep. So
Jalen Brown runs his mouth on and off the court a lot, rightfully so. He is one of the top of his professions. He always has been. Um, it's still not a gap year. He said, tweeted after they got that secured that second seed, gap year my ass, basically. It wasn't. We all thought it was. Their expectations so low to what they succeeded. Executive of the year, Brad Stevens, man. And Brad Stevens, what I'm thinking of throughout this whole game is the Vucevic zero.
yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow.
And I know what was the Vucevic trade? It was Anthony Simons, and maybe they gave her a second round pick, right?
Hmm.
And they got rid of him because they wanted more size. They liked Keita, most improved player in the thoughts, not even a candidate honorable mention.
Thoughts? Yeah, in my head.
Yeah, I mean, we're thinking about him. We're like, wow, I'm pretty impressed. And he still had to double double this game, but
Yeah,
what the hell are you doing bringing him off the bench? Hey, if you haven't played Embiid in a long time, let's get you off the bench for this one. Quick fouls
yeah.
too from him. Vucevic got the zero. Zach, how much? Anthony Simons is not terrible, and he did great for that first half of the season. I think they're regretting it. We actually didn't mind the trade at first. We definitely did.
No.
Hindsight's 2020, but I was just thinking about how Anthony Simons would have looked here.
Yeah, I mean, he would have gave you 12 points, and that might have been the difference.
And the thing
Really.
is, yeah, he's not. You're not even trying to be insulting, and that could have just helped win the game. Make three threes, and maybe it changes the rhythm for some other guys too.
I mean, at the time, I liked it for the front court depth, but I mean, he couldn't stay in front of anyone. Vooch couldn't stay in front of anyone. Maxi would have destroyed him more than he destroyed Garza and Kate already. Um, but yeah, that having Simons would have helped them big time, and guess we'll never know.
I don't know what to expect from this year. I mean, think about it, bro. They had to move on purpose from Kristaps, Drew Holiday, Luke, Al Horford, shed all that money. We even at one point were like, oh, get rid of Hauser. Let's get rid of all this money that they have to eventually pay. Sam Hauser was great to stay. Made some trade deadline moves to get them even lower than the luxury tax. To get the second seed, you lose some. And you shouldn't have lost that one. And, it's just a little disappointing for the Celtics season, but it leads to a wide open East.
Crazy East. For a second
You,
there, I thought it was. For a second, it was going to be Magic, Raptors, Knicks, and Sixers. For a second there.
and maybe for a second there you thought Hawks. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. For a second, I'm like, hey, Hawks are a little feisty, a little wild card.
They were up 2-1 eventually. And do you believe Missoula's on any sort of hot seat?
No, I think it's. I wouldn't even go as far as lukewarm, but I'd say it's not ice cold.
Yeah,
It's
he's a
been.
championship coach,
I mean,
but if you start losing,
the last 4 years have been a championship in there and three disaster classes.
they live or die by it, don't they?
They live or die by the numbers, and he's like variance. That's just his response.
We'll
Whenever they
talk.
talk about him
Yeah,
going cold or going hot, variance, variance.
Zach's good with
Uh,
the numbers. That's why he's always winning. The house isn't winning on him.
I
He's
also
getting them.
think that the players respect him and respond to him, which that's half of NBA coaching.
Yeah, personality management, huh?
Yeah, and just like making sure all the players are ready whenever they're needed.
Let's talk about, and by the way, we're recording this again. Raptors game probably just ended.
Yeah.
Pretty close here. But the first round is done, Zach. This took 15 days for the first round series to be going. It's perfectly awesome that we get to record this podcast today. Round two starts tomorrow, and we're gonna get into some predictions. But let's finish off the Detroit Pistons
I
and
was gonna say
Orlando.
finish. We're just starting, dog.
I'm sorry. Let's finish off Jamal Cain's season, Franz Wagner's season.
So Friday night was one of the weirdest nights in NBA. I think the weirdest thing in the whole playoffs was this series, and I specifically think it was Game 6. Um, Even I'm even more shocked about it than I am the Celtics losing. Honestly, it's the Magic were up 26 in the third quarter. They went on to score 19 second half points and lose the game. Um, Desmond Bain was laughing at them up 26. They were doing everything. I mean, the Pistons looked defeated. Um, I think the Magic proceeded to miss 22 shots in a row, something like that.
It was a lot.
Um, and they went ice cold, and they then they get whopped today, and they're out of the playoffs just like that. This team that we came in expecting something good. I
We
mean,
did three seed. We put them like three or four each,
they're
both of us.
projected over 50 wins.
Yeah,
Um, they tank. They don't tank. They just suck. That's what I
there's the
meant to say.
difference.
There is a difference. They suck. Um, find a way to beat the Hornets. Well, first get destroyed, and then find a way to beat the Hornets to just make the playoffs. And then it seemed like they were gelling. They were up 3-1 too. We have another 3-1 blown series.
And this apparently went the same way that the 2003 Orlando Magic Detroit Pistons, when they faced each other, which Tony Brothers did referee that one as well. Um,
Holy.
and it was kind of funny that way. Orlando Magic had the longest O run against the Toronto Raptors. The other team went on a 24-0 run. High expectations
I
for
think
the
it's
beginning.
more.
Yeah, maybe 33 and 0.
Hmm.
High expectations for the season. Lose Franz a lot for it. Paolo's not beefing with the coach. People aren't. You lose a little chemistry. Whiff on a couple off-season moves. Get Willie whopped in the plan.
Hmm.
Drag this one out to a game 7, where there's a couple games like on Friday night where they didn't respond. They weren't there. This is the same Desmond Bain who had to come back in on the season finale against the G League Celtics team.
Yeah.
Hey, 7 minutes left. Well, maybe you should go for it here a little bit. Maybe we should put you back in. Um, we discussed it. We had our thought, like, okay, well, they got into the playoffs and now they're close to 3-1 up on these Detroit Pistons. Like,
I thought it was over. I thought it was over. I really did. I thought Cade can't will this team enough.
that's a guy for, we'll get to him. Let's finish off with the Magic. Like,
Yeah.
if we're speaking about hot seat, Mosley,
See, Mosley, I was just gonna say they have a really tough decision here. Um, the easy thing I think would be is to fire him, but then you got to find a coach, so that's hard in the NBA to find a really good coach is hard to do. I don't think he's a great coach. I think he's a fine coach. He's not good, not bad in my opinion. Um, but I will say, if you told us going into the play-in, all right, you're gonna be the eighth seed. You're gonna be like, all right, and then you're gonna be like, okay, you lost in 7 games to the Pistons. You'd be like, that's phenomenal. So it's hard to change a perspective, and they really weren't gelling or healthy together for a long time this year at all.
if you're speaking
Um,
on gelling, Mo Wagner, Javon Carter, and Jamal Cain were on the court at the same time today, by the way.
that's, I mean, one of the reasons why they lost by what, 15, 18?
I kind of view it as you have to fire him. What you
Okay.
gave up for Desmond Bain, what you're kind of locked in, you can't be like, okay, now I got to run it with this guy again to see what he can unlock. If you're the owner, first of all, you spend all that money on the season just for you lose, which I get it. You put up a really good fight, but you say, now I have to watch him do this again. And this 7 game series should not erase the 82 game lackluster offense that we had to
Hmm.
watch. We wanted to turn the TV off. We just wanted to give the Hornets the win, maybe, because we were all like Conkinable, Brandon Miller, LaMelo. Dude,
Everybody, everybody wanted that. Yeah.
I don't need to see Banchero middies or anything like that.
I thought their season was over after that Raptors game, if I'm being honest. Giving up a 33 to nothing run is just, I mean, that's dog shit. That's all I'm gotta say what it is.
Probably the most exciting thing about that season is Anthony Black blooming. That's what I liked the most out of it. I was like,
Blooming too. He was good, and then he's
he
kind of
had a
faded
good
down.
month or two, and we were just like, wow, okay, I like it. Had some offensive potential while Jalen Suggs is out. All right. Land of Magic. They're done. They're out of here. Let's talk about the one seeded Detroit Pistons.
Shout out Paulo though. He came for some games and today.
Paolo had an amazing first quarter today, hitting big shots. Surprised some of those threes went in, and I'm really happy to see him go. That's a young player and a staple for a franchise that you want to see blossom. Keep the
He, I
league
bet,
interesting.
I bet he's gonna watch all his Duke highlights this summer. Every game.
Shit, Zach, he might get so bored. He's like, okay, now show me when I really was it. Give me that
Okay,
Seattle five-star recruit mixtape.
I would say high school.
Dude, guys, if you haven't turned on the Luke Kennard ones, I recommend it, man. It's better
All
than
right,
the Bronny tapes. All right.
all right, all right, all right.
All right, let's talk about
Cade,
the one seed,
Cadenham,
Cade and them. I want to talk about Cade Scary, but Duncan Robinson, jeez, he's great to have. Awesome story, always is. Solid player. I don't think he was a solid starter, Zach.
solid human.
The amount of looks, yes, he's a really good guy. The amount of looks he got, which he should fire in today's NBA, especially for what his role is, bro. I'm wondering if 22, 23 Klay Thompson would have been better after the ACL and championship. Like this guy, Klay Thompson would have cleaned up with the looks they got tonight, man.
Yeah, I mean, big games need big players. I mean that game six was their big game. I know game seven clinched it, but that game six comeback, man, that's really what really did them justice and what really sparked anything. I mean, he was a third leading scorer that game, 14. Tobias popped out of that game with 22 and 10.
Tobias did
Um,
more in the quarter, in one of the quarters today than, gosh, who was one of the players you mentioned? Sorry, I'm gonna forget it. I'm butchering it.
um, but yeah, this Pistons team's a little scrappy. I mean, they have had by far the lowest scoring games. They're up there with the Rockets and the Lakers, scoring 90 points a game. Yeah, they're
Cade scary.
scrappy.
You
Jalen
didn't
Duren
think
scares
Cade,
me, man.
Jalen Duren scares you, but like you didn't think Cade was gonna carry them all the way.
I mean, once they were down 3-1, I
He's like
mean, I didn't think they were gonna do much in the playoffs, as in like I didn't think they were gonna like make the finals or anything. But um, I thought they would beat the Magic easier than they did. They were down 3-1. And
fully
Duren
healthy
scares me,
team,
man. He's
fully healthy team. If you
world.
want to count Kevin Herter, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I was Zach. I was shocked to see Cade hit these threes, hit these the jump shooting. I think sometimes we think of him as a driving guy or dealing it out, but his jump shot looks great, and I'm excited to see him against in the next series because the Cavs they're gonna be tired after Game 7. Pistons get to rely back up on their home field advantage after that Game 7. Stay hot.
Hmm.
Let's talk about Duran. Before we did the Luka Cade thing, I even put him on the second team All NBA.
Yeah.
He's going to be on the most improved ballot. What are you disappointed about from him?
I just feel like they were able to contain him. I feel like they had a game plan that worked. He should be like one of the most dominant players in the series in the Eastern Conference. But he looks like he's one dimensional. They were clearly taking out his lob threat, his on his pick and rolls with Cade. They thought they were covering him well. Um,
If you think Wendell Carter's going to be annoying, wait till you see what Jared Allen has done tonight and what he's going to be doing too for the rest of the series.
yeah, I mean, I feel like they should. I don't know. I just want to be better. I just want to
Yeah.
be better, and I really don't have any words on it. I mean, they game planned obviously for him, and were making Cade beat them. And Cade eventually got that done. But I'm very curious on what he averaged through the series. I'll look it up.
Give me 11.7 and 9.8 boards. Um, Dude, it was completely disappointing. Questions of, oh, hey, can this be the second best player on a finals team? The answer is no, Zach, because he might be a little one-dimensional, not aside the fact of what he did throughout the whole regular season. Numbers, please.
Well, I don't have the math in my head, but he had 15 was his high in Game 7,
Yep.
and he has a couple 12s and 11 and a couple eights.
Okay.
So
Trash.
you're right around it.
Yeah, yeah, just trash. I mean, Zach, I would be worried because you can't get a Tobias Harris pop. Jenkins was back today.
Yeah,
Jenkins
he
came
was.
back
He
to life.
hit some shots.
Yeah, so that's always cool. But wish it was just a little bit more entertaining if
It's
that game.
it's always tough when your second best player, I think, can't shoot.
Definitely,
Like think
definitely.
about I'm trying to think about throughout the league. Like Rudy's not the Wolves' second best player. There's just like the second best player has to be able to shoot,
Yes.
I think. Otherwise, it gets really tough.
This
Really
just
tough.
this just came to my head, really random. What if you replaced Jalen Duren with San Antonio LaMarcus Aldridge? What would that pairing look like? He would send this team to a guaranteed Eastern Conference Finals if he was on
You
that
think?
team. Oh my gosh, his
Yeah, he probably
footwork, his
would. Only
step,
because
and his mid,
his midi, for sure.
dude.
I think he plays Stewart more in that situation. That's just a hypothetical. Their defense will go down, but if you play
Yeah.
Stewart with him, be fine.
Um, with the Jalen Duren stuff, does this kind of like, and the season's not over. Um, what would you do with his contract? He is a little one-dimensional, Zach.
Duran, you got to pay the guy, sadly. Pay the man his money. Um,
Hope he doesn't get named to an all NBA team or something like that. That I don't know if he could a boost in his contract for that.
yeah, you ride out Tobias and you try to get a second ball handler in there or a second shooter.
Too bad you paid Karis LeVert 14 million this year and the next.
We're riding that out. We're waiting for that thing to expire. We're counting down the days.
Okay, anything else on this series? What a wrap here. Long one.
Um, Jamal Mosley, warm seat for sure, could definitely be fired. Paolo, I still believe him. I want to believe in him. Um, I really do. Uh, I think the Magic will be better next year. I mean, I know it's they didn't have a great year, but they pushed a number one seed to seven. However you want to frame it, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Um,
They're kind of stranded with the roster, and if they're stranded with the roster, that means they need to make a coaching change.
sure. And I don't hate the roster still.
Yeah.
I wish there was like one more guard depth and another big that I could like if Wendell Carter and another big could split the 48 minutes,
Yeah.
that'd be perfect. I really don't mind I still like Bane. He hasn't been
I love Payne.
he hasn't been Grizzlies Bane when he was dropping like 6 assists a game and shooting well. But it's variance.
Coach
Hey,
didn't put him in the best offense to get what he could have done. To be honest, Taylor Jenkins is clearly a guy who did not coach this year, is a better coach than Mosley,
yeah,
100%.
I agree with that. And I'm gonna take a page out of Missoula's variance, man. Next year he might shoot better.
Yeah. Yeah. And Banchero's going to get better. That's just straight up facts, in my opinion. There's no doubt in my mind. Um, okay. Well, the Cavs and Raptors game wrapped up. Do you want to talk about that, or would you rather quickly go through Phoenix and the
Yeah,
Thunder?
we're on a time crunch for the Zoom call, so let's do Thunder Suns quick.
The only sweep in the first round, a little surprisingly, if you want to
Well,
call
yeah,
your
no one's sweeping the Blazers, but
that's a the best part of the Suns thing. Delon Brooks got $1 million playoff bonus. That's about it.
Su the Suns thing, good season. I liked your gelling, but you faced a juggernaut.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think the Warriors could have gotten the game?
The Warriors?
Yep.
No,
Not even a single one.
no. I think if the Blazers would have got swept,
Yeah. Okay.
I think there's all those teams down there. I even I think the Rockets get swept. I think the Lakers with their roster would have got swept.
Mark Williams didn't play. Had to play Ozo. Started him.
There you
You're
go. I
automatically
mean,
getting swept.
the amount of guards on the Suns team is crazy, but that's the whole other.
It's a little too much. It's a little too much because you have to play Jordan Goodwin because you have to eat up some defensive time for Colin Gillespie.
It's a lot of mid
Um,
guys. I mean, it's a lot of guys that are fine, good. Like I'd play them in a rotation, but they're not like there's so many of them. Give me
eventually,
Grayson
four's
Allen,
got to equal one for sometimes. You know,
Devin Booker, Grayson Allen, Gillespie, Goodwin. There's so
Jalen
many.
Green
Brooks can squeeze. Yeah, Jalen Green. Brooks squeezes it too sometimes.
and Bouye even played for a little bit. Hey guys, so we played all those guys, but I was wondering if you wanted some Ryan Dunn and Amir Coffee. Would that interest
There's
you?
so many, so many.
Just mid
This
guys.
series kind of just proved that like the Thunder still have that switch. Um, Even though J-Dub, I still think they're the favorite. If J-Dub doesn't come back for the whole playoffs, they're still the favorites in my mind. Um, they're that good. I mean,
If
they have
you, I think you played what 30 games this year, and you still get that record that they did with the regular season.
yeah.
Because the thing is, we know someone better than Jordan Goodwin is subbing in for wherever Jalen Williams minutes
Yeah,
or
well, you're here.
AJ
Take
Mitchell.
Case and Wallace to the head for 10 minutes. Here's Caruso for 6. Oh yeah, Dort for another 7. Oh
Dude.
wait, back to Kayson for another 8. Like you're screwed on that team. Oh wait, Chet's behind me. Yeah, I can just gamble.
Hey, yeah, and our backup center just got a triple double. I hope you're cool with
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Watch our backup center float. Look at he's floating.
Oh my gosh. Well, Phoenix Suns, they wrap it up. They're kind of restricted, just like the Orlando Magic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, here takes Shay's elbow.
Hey, that was a foul. That was actually your fifth in the third quarter. Hey, Delon. Hey, Delon. Sorry. We just reviewed it. I'm sorry I have to do this. This is a flagrant one again. And that's going to
Devin
actually go to
Booker.
your season technical fouls. You're one away from a suspension now, too.
Devin Booker. Here's 99 feet of full court press for 40 minutes.
I hope you like Aaron Wiggins, man.
We're boxing in one, and we're just blocking you out.
We got bored. We gave Topic 36. We just wanted to see what he could do, tested out our talent in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Jordan Knott, good coach though. Good coach.
If you're talking about coaches that get fired, um, and you're like, there's no one else we can hire, Jordan Knott's a good coach.
Overperformed this year. That's what I have for the Suns. I give them a B plus report card. I didn't expect
I will
crazy
say
much
this
more.
now. We'll get into futures for other teams another day, another month. Um, the Phoenix Suns will not be in the playoffs next year.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thunder next round. Thunder in 5, maybe 4.
I think Thunder in five. We'll get to that. We'll get to
Okay.
that. All right, we'll be right back. We'll do touch on the Blazers, right?
Sure.
If you want to. What to look forward to, I guess. You know.
Cheap ass.
Yeah, El Cheapo. And then we could talk about that game seven, and then maybe get some round two. Oh, dude, we had to talk about the Timberwolves, I guess, a little bit.
No,
Uh,
we're talking. We still got like 6 more. We have like a lot more series left. We're
this is
good.
a 15-day round one, everybody. We'll be right
Yeah.
back. All right, we're back. Zach, another series. You said it was a weird Friday night of
hmm
basketball, and another coach who's potentially on the hot seat after their team lost 4-2, not 4-1 or 4-0,
Yeah.
4-2. The Lakers took care of business in Houston, sending Amen Thompson and Sengun packing. I guess Durant was there too. Sorry.
He was actually there this time. My thoughts. I thought they were the better team in full 3 out of the 6, so half. They should have probably won that. They gave away a game. Um, this team, weird chemistry issues, not a lot of shooters. That's a common theme. We need more shooters.
How can I say the league is so deep and shit like that when teams struggle in that, and then teams are signing last minute players, not the 10-day, not the tanking ones, but just like, hey, we might as well sign our two-way to a full standard contract. Hey, I guess we'll get Ron Harper in here and their second round pick point guard. Like this league does not need two more
I
teams.
mean, it doesn't. And I mean, it's bad when I'm like happy with Atari Eason corner 3. That's when you know it's real bad.
Kind of a brutal series to watch it if you're a Rockets fan. Reed disproves himself, then proves himself occasionally. I,
Yeah.
I was thinking about this. I was like, Zach and I could have a whole podcast where we go through young players or just players, and I could tell you if I want them on the Warriors. The answer is mostly yes. Like I would take Reed
hmm
Shepherd in a heartbeat on the
hmm
Warriors. Hey, during our OKC thing, oh, we just had to send Jared McCain in too. We brought Jared McCain in.
Crazy. Yeah, this Rockets, it goes back to my theory where your second best player has to be able to shoot. Um,
Or
if
first,
let's say I know Katie didn't play, but let's say he's healthy, he's their best.
sure.
Shangun can't shoot. Amen can't shoot. The rest of the Rockets can't shoot. Um, and they got owned by 41-year-old LeBron. Is
There's
he 41?
excuses.
40?
Yep. 41.
They LeBron started him off early in the series, first few games. Let's get her going. Let's win some games. He's fucking around. He's throwing up fadeaway banks from the elbow. He's when they're up by 12. He's doing some random stuff. He's like, all right, Luke Kennard, you come on, get in here. And then
Is
obviously
is
the
that all
big,
for him to extend the season so Luca can come back here?
yeah, the big, it's like the trade, quote unquote, trade deadline acquisition. The best ones are always just people coming back from injury. So it's Austin Reeves comes back, real rusty, game five.
Came off the bench.
Came off the bench, still real rusty. Played enough, but shot like piss. I didn't know what word I was going for. Came back and we knew it was gonna have to be a Reeves game or just like he's gonna have to be a big part of it because LeBron's aging. He needs the rest. He can't carry a team all the way through a series right now. I really don't think so. Even the Rockets with their KD burner accounts and everything in between.
Still dropped
Um,
28. I mean, but he took 25 shots, 37 minutes for that closeout game against the Rockets on Friday night. Reeves back in the starting lineup, hit his shots, but still only 15 points. They got the win. Who am I to complain? This series in their Orlando Magic Piston series, there are
yeah.
multiple games where it's under 100 for each of them, man.
Yeah, it's we're throwing this back. We're throwing this back to the 90s. Um, First team to 100 wins automatically. Um, yeah, in a battle of two aggressive coaches, two coaches that aren't willing to lay one into their team. I really did think the Rockets were going to force a game seven. I thought they should be a
Oh,
better team on paper. They're younger, more athletic, but man, they cannot shoot. I think they shot like 36% as a team one game. It was bad as a whole.
I'll say this. Jabari Smith did enough for me where I'm just like, bro, I get it. Well, I can't really ask much of more from you right now. I think Sengun and Thompson are the two guys that could have done a lot more, and
Yeah,
they didn't, and they're not there yet. And I'm not sure if having you can't have both of them, or someone needs to learn how to shoot for this young core. Expect
yeah,
some off-season talks with maybe a coaching decision. Fred VanVleet would have been there, but that guy's been that's a career 40% field goal shooter. So um, I'm not too
yeah.
worried about him.
He's
Um,
not setting. He's setting more things up than he is finishing them. But Şengün, we need more out of him.
yeah,
Um, Baby Jokic comps, obviously in the past with him.
yeah.
Um, he's just not even close. Not even close. He doesn't. He can't score as much as Jokic. He can't pass as good as Jokic, and he can't rebound. And he's probably worse defensively than Jokic. He's worse in every category. Um, Needs to be better. Still really young, so bright future for him just
Jokic
as
might
an
even be
NBA
faster
player.
than him still.
He'll make upwards of $400 million probably in his
Yeah,
career, or more. But yeah, this team loves the techs. I've always said it. They love the tech. Um, and yeah, they just ran out of gas. Couldn't hit their shots. They were getting decent shots in Game 6,
yeah,
weren't finishing them, and that seat for Ime, someone put a burner under it because it's heating up.
dude. Yeah, the boilerplate's underneath there or something like that, man.
Oh
It's
yeah,
getting hot. Let's push it back to not Friday night, but Thursday night. Two other series got closed out. We'll keep it here in the West. Uh, the Timberwolves. No
wait.
AO. Go ahead.
Before we go, so we're done with the Lakers Rockets. What's so Lakers move on, play the Thunder, Thunder in five.
That's the Thunder in five. Luca's coming back, maybe, but if he does, it's game 3 or 4.
Okay, so I'll go Thunder in five. Sorry, just wanted to wrap that up.
Jalen Williams will miss 2 games because we'll likely not come back to the Thunder thing.
I want it on the record. Jalen Williams won't play this whole series.
There's a chance he might not, Zach.
They'll be up 2-0, though they won't want it.
Yeah, you can keep him and rest him. Chet, Jalen had his number 2 season last year, championship. Chet's clear number 2. I don't know if
Yeah,
you saw this, but Chet had like this pop up for some merch and maybe in like an exposition where they recreated his childhood room in Oklahoma. Had Minnehaha jerseys up, his old PlayStation, his
oh,
a
that's sick.
bed, stuff like that. He is soaking it in as the number 2, Zach. And they'll probably be fine in this next round
All right,
without Jalen.
done with that for now.
We're done with it for the episode.
Hmm.
We're done with
Yeah, for
OKC.
this episode. Yeah, that's what
Yep,
I mean.
yep. Um, okay, well, let's keep it out here in the West. Minnesota Timberwolves still didn't have Anthony Edwards. Didn't have AO. Who else was fucking missing? My God, Dante
Kyle
is
Anderson.
out. Who?
Kyle Anderson was out. DiVincenzo obviously tore his Achilles.
Kyle Anderson was out from sickness. That was a guy I would give maybe like 7 minutes to, probably.
I'll give him 11.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little more than a double
Um,
almost.
and so the Denver Nuggets sent them home. A lot of discussion. Thankfully, you're not the Rockets. You walk away with the best player in the world still, and you get to
Yep.
have him with a good point guard who can shoot. It's a little bit better than building off what the Rockets might have, you could argue, potentially.
Hmm.
Um, Denver Nuggets are gone. I did not expect this. I posted. Sorry, guys. I'm a little slow and behind on that. I always forget to post the TikToks. And so I
I
posted
saw
like the
that.
game five prediction today. And it's already over. It's been over since Thursday. Game six already happened. But maybe they'll do some engagement. Bronny's engagement, it's insane.
Is it?
That's why he gets a stupid Nike check and stupid Beats check. Like those views did better than anything in a while.
All
Like
right,
it's
all right, all right.
crazy. Um, Denver Nuggets sent packing. Let's focus on the Timberwolves.
Okay.
Terrence Shannon Jr.
Turns out he's better with the ball in his hands.
Maybe he just needs some speed after cutting off those dreads. Just felt faster.
Bro, he's faster than fucking De'Aaron Fox. He's the fastest guy I've ever seen, I think.
Oh my gosh, just the amount of dunks he had, great game, energizer. Even though it was Jaden McDaniels' game, um, it was a
Yeah,
great
big
win. I need Julius Randle, wake up, man.
Terrence Shannon had a big corner three. Sorry, I wanted to stay on him. We
Yeah,
do definitely need Randall. I thought the whole game, I'm like, where's Randall? Even in the fourth, that we were rolling no Randall pretty late in the fourth. There was 5 minutes left in the game, no Randall. I'm like, what are all right, no Randall. Pretty random, but um just an unbelievable team win by the Timberwolves. Mike
yeah,
Conley played over 20 minutes. Um, just did what he had to do. Let's just control the game, hit some floaters, hit a three or two. And yeah, I mean it's a Jaden Daniels game for sure. But you needed that second guy. Without TJ, or yeah, without Shannon, there's no shot that they win this game. Um,
yeah. They wrote the scouting report for him already, by the way. Now for this next series, they already wrote it down.
yeah, we did talk before this game six, and I said I think the Nuggets are going to win the series.
Yeah, I was a little wary, and your propaganda definitely made me a little scared. I was.
Propaganda. I mean, they were 7.5 point underdogs at home, and they're going to go to Denver. They were not winning game seven. I really don't think that.
It capped off a great day in Minnesota sports, huh?
Hmm. Best in the
Legendary day.
wild.
Yep. Wild game was great right beforehand and quickly got to the first quarter. I think for the Timberwolves game, crowd was crazy for that as well. I imagine there were some downtown watch parties for the Wild thing as well.
Oh yeah.
Um, I mean, that's in St. Paul more of, but man, great day for that. Unexpected win. Really proud of the team. Um, while we're here, man, give us your predictions on the next round for them.
Speaking that the Spurs are like minus 2,500, which is insane. There's more of if you bet $100, you win $130 on a Spurs sweep. It's it's very, very the odds say that they're gonna sweep the Timberwolves. There's some Anthony Edwards news that he might be back. Came 3 or 4 today, I saw.
Yeah.
Um, need him. This team though fights and they have playoff experience. I'm gonna go Spurs in six. But I'll be cheering for the Timberwolves.
I will be cheering for the Timberwolves because I like the environment. Town is always good when they're winning. Not to say I won't be in amazement of Victor Wembanyama the whole time. And I will be happy with either outcome at the end of this series because I know that whoever did it really, really deserves it. All right. The hard
Yeah,
work the Spurs put in, what are the Timberwolves are able to keep up with. Mike Conley has to chase around De'Aaron Fox, and then he's got to deal with like 6'10" wingspan of Dylan Harper.
yeah,
This
it is insane. I mean,
this is not a six. This is not a six. This is a five.
five for the Spurs.
This is a five for the Spurs. Again, I'm considering Anthony Edwards. I'm still saying these Spurs
I
can
think
win with Wemby or without.
Wendy and Rudy on Wemby will take our chances. I mean, I know Wemby will still destroy him, but he just held Jokic into it to check for a bit. Um, McDaniels is breaking out. I mean, we know he had it in him. We knew he was good. We knew he was really good. We didn't know he was this good with the ball. And every time he does that little pull up in the paint, at the edge of the paint, contested, I think it's going in every time. Um, yeah, Christian Braun, 5 years, 125 this year, kicks in.
Okay, here's the question
McDaniels,
then.
McDaniels on a 5 year, 132. So that's how you win basketball games. That's how you get good teams is you get deals like that.
And I did at one point think a little bit down on the McDaniels deal. Hey, Jabari Smith, right here, right here. Watch what he does. That's what everyone would wish you'd become. Just a little bit up the offensive game again, just a little bit. I don't think you're terrible at defense. I really don't. Um, that's what he needs to be doing here. Um, Jalen Clark got it some time too, by the way. On the Julius thing, um, Nas Reed sometimes has a bigger factor with his
100%.
ability to spread the floor and just his quick trigger. I think that's even a bigger weapon sometimes with Julius just kind of being a no-show. Rudy Magic, very impressive, probably the most impressive player in the series, other than Jaden McDaniels.
Maybe his best series of all time.
It is, it is, especially
Yeah.
with that Game 6 win. I mean, he was a big part of that. Um, he might have used up all his luck though, because this Wemby thing is a whole nother different thing, you know.
How
Um,
about Minneapolis getting Jokic one series, Wemby the next?
all for them just to lose to Nas Reed.
Crazy.
Okay, well, we can talk about your Blazers real quick.
Blazers, great season. I more than I would have expected. Um, they took care of the Spurs the game Wemby got hurt. They needed to do that. Um, Too bad they couldn't win the next one without him. Um, yeah, Denny kind of no-showed in the playoffs, which I wasn't expecting because I thought he could get to where he needs to.
He likes to
But
drive.
yeah,
That's kind
and
of hard. It always is with
very
Wemby
hard
around.
against Wemby. The
Wemby missed a
shot,
game though, two
the
games
shot,
almost.
yeah, the shot chart with Wemby on versus Wemby off is drastic as you can predict. Um, yeah, this team with Dame would have been a little different.
Would have been a little different. Let's stupid ass rumors. They might not even have Drew Holiday back next year. I
They
don't
might
know what
not, but
exactly they're going to do. We don't even know with the coaching staff. Um, I'm going to put them in the Suns category, even though I know they're better, Zach. There's a chance they might not make the playoffs next year.
yeah, well,
Shannon Sharp has to be good.
yeah, and
Shadon Sharp? I always get them confused now.
Drew Holiday, finalist for Teammate of the Year.
Yep.
Um, just a good guy, 17 years in the league. Um, Served his time. Didn't ask for a trade from the Blazers. Just rode with it. We'll probably have a new coach next year who gets paid like 120 grand. And will be dog water.
Give him the dentist salary. Give him the dentist salary.
Still a lot of young guys. Besides Sharp's the only one on a bad deal. The rest are fine.
You are
Jeremy Grant
classifying Sharp. I'd still Sharp or
Grant gets
Braun
paid a
deal.
lot.
Sharp or Braun deal.
What's Sharp's?
Less. And
Then
for
yeah,
4 years,
Sharp.
I think.
Whatever one's less.
Less in amount and years, I believe.
Yeah.
And the Christian Braun thing, before, sorry. Um, you have to take on his contract, or you can have Brandon Pajemski on his fourth year. Who are you having?
Just I need pause for 1 year.
I mean, you got to have one of these players. Hey, you could. It comes with a potential contract extension and this 1 year, or you have to deal with Christian Braun for 5 years, but it's
You
still
do
Christian
pods
Braun.
because you hope to sign him to cheaper. Whatever's cheaper, dog. I don't want
Dude.
Braun. Whatever's
So hey, wait,
cheaper.
we're dogging the owner. Whatever's cheaper, Zach, it
Dude,
works for you.
the owner didn't send his two-way players on the freaking plane.
Yeah, that's good for camaraderie. I hope you liked it from your couch, bro.
Dude, it's like three more hotel rooms.
Yeah, it's three more hotel rooms that you
You're
might have
still
to
have
overbook for the
everything else
next
the
day.
same. The bus is the same. The plane's the same.
I know. They literally go through multiple two-way players. A 10-day contract's $134,000 sometimes. and you're worried
Yeah.
about a hotel room or something like that, you sign a guy for 10 days or something like that. He might make 100K.
Yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah, how much money does Paul George make a game? I think you guys will be fine. Like,
We'll be all right.
okay, wrapping up all those series, we still have a couple more, and then we'll get to some quick round twos. Knicks Hawks, Zach. I was
Knicks.
driving.
Yeah.
You said, "Dude, I cannot believe this score right now."
Yeah. So this Knicks score is insane. I thought I turned it on. I was watching hockey. Turned it on. It was the start of the second quarter. I'm like, all right. And it was 60 to freaking 18. I thought my TV was glitching. I really did. It was unbelievable. Destroyed them. OG started like 7 for 7 or something crazy. They were all hitting their shots, and I mean it was over before it began. And they finally showed what they should be doing. Um, I think they're the team in the East that is the front runner now.
If the Celtics are gone and the Pistons almost got out, dude, heavy favorites. I don't know what those odds are. It helps that the Cavs are still in there. They still got to go. That series for the Piston Cavs is going to be very interesting as well. But Knicks taking care of business. Maybe should have been sooner, but I think with that they unlock some chemistry and Cat's on another one right now.
Yeah, stole home court. They get the Sixers in round two. Um, yeah, they're on paper they're the most
On
talented
paper,
team in the
bro.
East.
It's always on paper with this team, and they do look good still, and they still have just good size and matchups for people. Cat and Embiid always had some history. We know that as being there for some of those Wolves interactions, even in 2019 was that big one, Zach. Um, Knicks Sixers series per prediction here. You
Knicks and
have to,
six.
yeah. I was thinking five, but I think I can't underestimate them enough. And
No,
I know VJ and Maxey might be on one occasionally.
yeah, it's Knicks and six for me. Um, should be a good series if Joel plays the whole thing. And I
Yeah,
mean, Max is a beast. The Knicks don't have anyone to stop him on defense. You have
gonna,
Mitch to help with defending the rim. That's about it.
yeah. I mean, OG can do a little bit.
Yeah, you think OG's gonna be on Maxi?
Depends on what kind of Josh Hart day we're getting.
Exactly. I think OG needs to be on someone a little bigger,
But you
so
still
that's
get
why.
freaking Mikal on someone and then a couple bench players that you like and you can rotate from and just try out. This is gonna be a very fun series, and this is another historic East Coast playoff series.
Yeah,
These are always great. It sells for the NBA. Pretty happy about that. It leaves us with our last series here, man. I'm ready to move on if you are. Sorry.
yeah, no, I'm good.
Our last game seven here. Took a few notes. The Cavs did end up winning and securing this. They will face the Detroit Pistons on Tuesday in Detroit. And I don't believe anyone got injured in the Cavs game. So,
No, I
um,
didn't.
first quarter, the shout out to no. Shout out to the Raptors, man. We clearly put them as a first round exit. We knew that was going to happen. I did not know without Brandon Ingram and Emmanuel quickly that they would get this to a game seven series.
It's big respect. It's respect to the team, their defense,
Coach.
uh, their crowd, man. That Toronto crowd, it really pops like its own. It's up there with the best of the best.
Oh yeah.
Um, and yeah, it's pushing the Cavs to game seven isn't a lost season. I mean, don't get
No.
me wrong, they had a game to win and move on. But
You got your best season from Barnes. You know that. Got a great rookie. Shout out those young players as well. Jamal Shed played great this series, played really good first half, especially. Probably have the most versatile young players right now of just on the perimeter. The Boyles kid is amazing. Walter needs a little bit better on the shots, but his defense isn't even that bad at all. At all.
yeah,
Um, Go ahead.
shout out RJ Barrett too, man. He played great.
RJ Barrett, someone's got to shoot it. He didn't
He
shoot
might
well
have
today and had to shoot a lot of shots, but someone has to shoot this ball
he might have been the leading scorer, if I'm not
for the
mistaken.
series, you're saying.
Yeah, for the Raptors for the series.
He was pretty close up there. He was 9 for 25 tonight. Scotty Barnes did get into some foul trouble, but dude, this perimeter defense, their switching and their speed is unreal. God,
Hmm.
Pirtle freaking sucks, bro. Pirtle really just, ugh, gosh. I would say, and shout out Jameis Battle, bro.
Yeah.
playing, hitting threes, just playing. Good for him. Grady Dick did play, but he got in for 25 seconds for the garbage time. They'll have to figure something out there. An encouraging young Eastern Conference. They get to worry less and go a little bit slower.
Yeah, and they get that playoff experience, which is just that much that critical. Um, like their coach too, no idea his name, but he's funny. Um, and yeah,
Darko, I
they just
think.
get to build on it, and hopefully they get another big or whatever they need. So,
I'm excited to see what they do. Cleveland here, man. Another James Harden game seven. Were you worried?
yeah, I thought the Raptors would keep it closer than they did. Um, I mean, it's game seven, and they smushed them. They were close for a while, and then kind of took the lead in the late second quarter and just carried it on. Um, it's another on paper team. Um, they should have won this series probably in six minimum or maximum. Um, but yeah, they move on. Donovan Mitchell hasn't been too crazy for me. Too I don't know what word
He
I'm looking
matched
for.
scoring with Jared Allen today. Both had 22 points. James Harden 3 for 9. Took 9 shots in a game seven. Only had 3 assists too, by the way. High turnovers this whole series, I'm pretty sure. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
really high.
Yeah, I mean this is a year they trade obviously they trade their young Garland for an older vet and Harden, and this is a year that they got to do damage, and they get it set up pretty nice for them going into the Pistons, and then see what happens.
Jared Allen finished with 22 points, 19 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 2 assists.
About time, by the way, because they're playing some Mobley Allen lineups and still getting out rebound, which is just not the way to win with that lineup. You have Mobley and Allen on the court. Um, Underwhelming series for the Cavs. There's no other way to put it. Um, Felt like they should have won more games by more points, and we'll go into the next round, looking at them and the Pistons and see who are frauds.
The main
More,
the main thing we're always like Mobley be more aggressive, and he was pretty aggressive, I think, in the first quarter or two, and then Jared Allen had a pretty amazing second half where he just didn't need to. They were gelling. Eventually, they played a little bit more of Max Strus. Hopefully, Mobley can have a good series. He's gonna be a defensive problem. Jalen
mhm.
Duren does have to match these two guys, and it's not gonna be easy. I'm very, very excited for this series. Um,
Yeah,
this is a game seven
it's an all right series. I'd probably rank this series last.
out of the current second round series.
Yeah.
You'd still put the Lakers OKC.
Yeah, because if Luca comes back,
That's fair.
I do think this series is going seven. So I think it's gonna be like a entertaining series that way.
Yeah.
But I can just see some games getting really sloppy. Um, yeah, I'm going Cavs in seven is my prediction.
Cade, tell your boys to step up. You don't have to come back from 3-1 again. You can just do the win at home every single time. Just
What's
keep
your
it at
prediction?
that. I'm thinking it's a seven here, man. It's hard to predict a seven, and we were kind of wrong on the Raptors. So with the Cavs getting stretched that far for that, I think the Pistons might be able to pull some together, and maybe Duren just finds himself
No,
and
yeah.
puts it away for a couple more games for them where it extends enough on the offensive load. I got Pistons. Nah, nah, I got Cavs in seven here. Cavs in
Okay.
seven.
I'm the
Um,
flip.
that is all of our second round picks. Pretty happy with the playoffs thus far. All the teams are winning. The NBA would probably prefer the Celtics to win. NBA is happy about the Cavs, Pistons. Maybe the NBA would have enjoyed the Warriors instead of the Suns, just from views perspective.
Sure.
For a second there,
Suns,
for the second there
Suns,
we wanted the Hornets. But 7 games for the Magic, they're probably happy with that.
the Suns also kept the games relatively close, so it can't be. They weren't like 20 point. I think they won. I think in the four games, the point differential was like 30 or 62 or something, which feels like 15 every game, but it was about a 10 to 15 every game. So
The NBA capped it off with 7 games and gets
yeah.
to start a whole new round on a perfect Monday for two really solid games tomorrow night.
Hmm.
Um, and I think they would have liked KD to play, have that
Yeah,
old
of
head
course.
rivalry a little
And
bit, but
Luca.
the series still did pretty well for the NBA. Do you think they would have rather seen the Nuggets or the Timberwolves win that series?
Nuggets, especially with Timberwolves. health.
Yeah. Okay. Um, Wild score chicken.
While they're down 7-5.
Wow.
And the
So
Wild
many
have just
goals.
the Wild have hit the pipe a few times. They're on the power play right now. It's crazy game.
Okay. I don't have much else other than Jesus. Prime's been busy. The platform Peacock's been busy, bro.
Yep.
Saturday, Kentucky Derby.
Mm-hmm.
Then they have the game 7, and then they have SNL
Yeah.
right thereafter. This morning had some Premier League, had the Twins, and had Sunday night basketball. Man, and they had the Super Bowl for the last time, Peacock, but then they also had All Star Weekend. And this week it came out with the this streaming platform, which is USA only, has lost them $400 million.
Golly. I mean, yeah,
Sp-
these games are bouncing between ABC, Peacock, Prime. I mean, you got to find it. So,
Do you only think about small bars when you think of this kind of stuff?
no, I think small bars.
Do you think about your grandma or something like that?
My grandma ain't watching the freaking Rockets versus the Lakers 95-87.
My grandma would tune into a little Ron. She'll definitely turn into a little Steph, so that's always nice. So shout out to her. Oh, man. Well, I'm excited for round 2 to start tomorrow. Tomorrow night's games are do.
Timberwolves.
Timberwolves play a later game on Peacock again. They've got another night of full basketball played. They're in San Antonio, still 8:30. Timberwolves are just gonna have to suffer through this throughout the whole playoffs. And then Sixers Knicks in MSG. We appreciate y'all listening. Go Wild. I'll be rooting for the Wolves. Should be an interesting series, but it's likely Spurs in 5. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Thank you all for listening. Feel free to check us out on all social media. And let me know if you think this new mic sounds good.
Yeah, right.
This is my 6th mic of the season, by the way. All right. Peace, y'all.
Blazers.